All right, we're back. I made a number of mistakes, one of which was forgetting to, or not noticing that I had drawn the entire deck on that last play. It is too late for me to go back because I saved it. So I am simply going to reshuffle the entire game day deck, put it back there. I'd already drew the play before I turned the video on. It's the toss sweep, but I've got to first do the kickoff, which is a touchback for the Maulers. So now they've called a power I, outside run, toss sweep, and the Hydra rolled their defense for that, which was a zone 2-2. So now we've got to simulate this. So 5 plus 1 is 6, so that's 4 lines for the play value plus the game day. Good thing they weren't passing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and another field goal attempt for the Maulers. And that field goal is good. And so the half ends with the Maulers leading 6-0. Mainly because the Hydra just can't seem to get their offense off the ground. Now I need to shuffle the game day deck again for the start of the half. And the Hydra took the opening kickoff, and so the Maulers will take the second half kickoff to get started, trying to further pad their lead. That's a 1, so it ends up in the same place at the 15, and let's see what the Maulers dial up. They've been very good about sticking to the run here, which is their plan, and remaining good about sticking to the run. So the cards again flip themselves. So this is another power I. This is a power run this time. Let's see what the Hydras call up against this. That is a tight run. Normally that's goal line, but it's good for the Hydra that it is tight run because it is a defense breakaway against a power run. So the Maulers are going to get stuffed here. They're going to get -1, which means that they punt. And we will clone that punt icon and put it there. And we'll see if the Hydra can use this moderately good field position to their advantage. And they're calling a pass play. And again, they're calling it out of their typical run formation, so that's going to make the defense a little bit tougher to match. So medium pass against a wide run, and that's going to have nothing to do with nothing. And so that is a 5 plus a drive bonus of 6 against a 2, which makes 4 plus the game day event. And that has no impact on anything. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And it is a Hydra touchdown. They are finally on the board. Now, as the home team, the Maulers have a challenge flag in the second half, and they could use it there, but the game day event would have to specifically be an incomplete pass for it to stop this from being a touchdown or a sack or something. So I think it makes sense to use to save the challenge flag. We'll find out if that was a good idea. Oh, I've got to make sure they make the extra point here. They do, because there's a different icon for missing the extra point. But now the Hydra go up on top, and they're in a position to potentially... No, they'll have the last drive of the game no matter what. All right, so kickoff and a 0. And the Maulers calling their next play. A cutback finesse run from the slot formation. So this is going to force the Hydra to roll 3 dice for the first time. 10-13 is a blitz 2-2, and the blitz does nothing against any kind of run. So we have a 4 plus 1 is 5 against 2 is a gain of 3 plus the game day event, which is nothing. So 1, 2, 3. So yet another field goal try for the Maulers. Let's see if the kicker can get this done. He does get it done, barely. So the Maulers take the lead, and if they can keep the Hydra from scoring on this next drive, they will win the game because, and they've called an awful lot of running plays, right? So kickoff to the Hydra. Then gets a return of a 1, which is not much. All right, this is a big drive for the Hydra. Let's see what they call. They dial up a pass, a short pass from their pass-happy formation. Let's see what the Maulers try to do about that. That's a 9. That's 2-man under 4. So the minimum gain of 1 plus 1 for the drive bonus is 2, plus the game day event here. And that is pass deflected, and that is a punt, but that would normally be a punt, but since the game could end here, this is a go for it situation. So the Hydra are going to run another play, and what happens when you go for it is this play you either score a touchdown or you turn it over on downs. And yeah, normally the losing team's allowed to select their play, but they need the pass play anyway in the second half. So, oh, look at this. Well, I've got to roll the defense. I forgot to roll the defense. This is a big roll here. So that's only a 5. That's man-to-man against a long pass, and it does nothing against the long pass. And so that would normally be 7 plus 1 is 8 against 2, which would be a touchdown. But the challenge flag that I saved is going to come in handy here, we hope. It is a false start on the offense, which cannot be declined. This is intense, right? This is exciting. So the Hydra get one more play on their drive. Let's see if they call a good one. They call a pass from the pro set. They're calling a short pass. An 8 is a zone, which is going to be just fine. That's a minimum gain of 1. The zone has a 4, so this is 1 plus the game day event, and that is nothing. So that is a loss on downs, and that is the end of the game because the Maulers are now taking the field and their chew clock ability comes into play. So I thought that was a pretty fascinating game. Thanks for watching.